Hey everyone, welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It's been quite a while since one of these happened, as most of you are aware. If you've hung out in the comments section, you've seen me explain and other people explain from remembering what I said and stuff. I'm playing a lot of Isaac right now, on stream and whatnot, which is why there's been able to be a video every day, though it's catching up. But anyway, I can only play so much Isaac and still have fun. So I've just kind of been hanging back until I really feel like making these. By the way, I have decided that I'm going to Alt F2 this save. I don't want to do the unlocks again. It's not fun for me, I'm sorry. You can catch all of it on the stream file, or you can just not. So anyway, there's that. Now I have 3,000,000%. Though, I don't know, this will probably update when I close the game, and then it'll say 3,000,000% or whatever. But I'll still end up finishing the post-its most likely, because that's just kind of a natural thing that happens as I play. So I don't know what character I've played as recently, which means I'm going to play as Eden. As we all know, I am very much biased towards Eden. So anyway, update on life. What? Why do I have a thing around me? Is that an effect from the dude? Oh, I have a trinket. I haven't seen this trinket because it was added in the booster pack, I guess. So I am not yet familiar with it, as I haven't seen a lot of the first booster pack's content. So it seems like it's just maybe like a one-time Holy Mantle or something. Because I was like, I didn't spawn with Holy Mantle. Why do I have a Holy Mantle? Or that's not even Holy Mantle, really. I don't know, we'll see when I get hit what this really is. It's not Holy Mantle, though. It looks like something. I don't know, maybe it is. We'll see. When I get hit, what's going on with life. Anyway. Streaming's easier on my voice. Isaac is hard on my voice when I'm not streaming it. A lot more talking, constantly a lot more this and that. But since I'm feeling ready to make this video, which is Isaac at all, I'm planning on, at least until other games come out, being able to be consistent with this particular Isaac series, in addition to the stream one. So, the stream one will go up every day as long as there is a stream recorded, which, as you can see, like I said, they're catching up. So it's getting a lot closer to the point where streams are only going to be able to go up for a few days at a time as they're all caught up. But for now, I'm still at least like, I don't know, 9 days ahead or something. And given that, you can expect to see stream videos for every day for however long I can keep ahead. Anyway. So that's kind of that. Other things, I've just been very busy with a lot of things in life. I don't actually want this, but I don't know what I have and haven't picked up on the save, so of course I would like to pick up everything at least once. And this will be in the past by the time this video goes up. But Friday, which for me right now it's Tuesday, Friday I should be moving, hopefully, as long as everything goes as planned. Should be moving, which means I'll have to set up my office space again and all that stuff. And there's a lot when you have like 1,000,000 consoles and 2 PCs for recording and stuff. And then, I gotta figure out a lot of things to make sure that everything's working. So that's been a lot of figuring out and kind of getting through a bunch of steps, so that's taken a lot of time as well. And then voice stuff, etc. The normal complaints with my life. So basically I've just been busy. I've been able to be consistent for at least the streams, which means there has been Isaac every day, which I figured was something. I figured that something like that was better than nothing. So, once I'm all moved, Okay, yeah. I'm hoping that I can get the 5 videos a day out, or 5 videos a day, 5 videos a week, 1 video a day, in addition to streams being a second video. Yeah, no, 5 videos a day. I'm going all in. But that's the dream. The light. Why does it? I mean, it's relative to my movement, but is that in every room? No, it's only in that room. Huh. If I go back into that room, will that happen again? So, the light is at its strongest about when I'm in the center. But, like, why? Should I bomb? No, I don't get it. Is that just a thing that happens in the basement and I've never noticed until literally right now because I have a trinket that I'm trying to figure out? Heck if I know, man. Heck if I know. So that's kind of state of life. I plan to be as consistent as I can with 5 videos a week. At least for now, I'm hoping to be able to make 2 of them Isaac. But as any games come out that I want to actually play more of, Isaac will probably be the thing that I skip in favor of those because other series are a lot less present, given that there is daily Isaac right now, even if this series isn't the particular Isaac. Oh, man, that's fine. This is good. You're getting wrecked, dude. Okay. And I don't know. I guess that's what I got. Alt F2 because I didn't want to do the unlocks. Post-its aren't the things I minded so much as I really didn't want to do the non-post-it unlocks again. So, you know, I guess I can fight this boss. So now that we have at least some amount of updating handled, which I feel like I had a lot more to say when I was thinking about this, but I probably lost a lot of it over the, like, couple nights since I decided that I was going to do this because I didn't have time to record before. And speaking in the moment's always more difficult. So that's a good enough representation. 2 bombs for a black heart. I don't care. How about that? But I could go look next to the shop. So now that all that is handled, I guess we can get on to the topic of what's actually happening in the run. I hope this is lucky. It's not. I'll check the shop. So, run is going pretty alright. As we all know, I don't like bombing my machine, so only checking that guy instead of also bombing the machine, like a person who likes money. So we started with the battery thing, whose name I can't recall. Lil Battery? I think that's right. It drops, well, yeah, it drops batteries. Sometimes it gives us a tick of charge for our use items sometimes in combat rooms. And it also can occasionally freeze everything in the room. Got a health up. We got Mysterious Liquid, which, as you could probably tell against Pin, is better now, because it actually sometimes will put the liquid that it spawns when you hit something underneath the enemy so that it can actually be hit from the hits that are, why did I bomb there when I could have bombed on the other side and checked for a secret room? It's probably not there, but, like, could have been there, theoretically. So I have unlimited bombs. I'm just not even going to care about placement. I want BFFs. So this time I'll bomb the machine. Never lucky. Alright, I'll be back. Because I don't really need it right now. See if we get the money. And I guess I also have unlimited bombs, so I can kind of check everywhere along the way for secret rooms. So it doesn't really matter that I didn't bomb in the right spot the first time, because it cost me exactly the same amount of bombs total to bomb there the second time. Because now I have unlimited. No big deal. So anyway, mysterious liquid, good stuff. As the buff has made it kind of exactly what I always wanted for it. So good job. Okay, so it was a holy mantle, as it kind of looked like. The lucky coin, sorry, getting off track here, gave me a lucky penny, and it might have done something else I've forgotten. I only keep in mind that it gives me a lucky penny. Then the kidney stone. Occasionally my character will turn red and have to charge up. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't turn on charge bars. I have to charge up, and then they'll shoot at a much higher fire rate, including a piercing spectral stone. So options, I don't know if I have to do it from here, but oh, okay, they're on. If they're on for one save, they're on for every save. Good enough. I can deal with that. Interesting. So this just doesn't get a charge bar. So maybe this trinket is a once per floor holy mantle? That would make sense. So if you get this trinket on the lost, do you get to take 2 hits? Like 2 holy mantle hits? That'd be cool. For some reason I doubt it though. I kind of feel like it's the same holy mantle. Just, you know, you don't get it twice. I have unlimited bombs. I may as well check everywhere for secret rooms. Because I got nothing but time. I don't want more familiars following me. That's the reason I skip familiars, basically. I don't want too many following me. I only have the one I have right now because I spawned with it. So I was kind of stuck. Oh, I mean, since I've been playing, I've been used to showing the seed for all the people that care at the start of a run. So I'm assuming I didn't miss it this time, but here it is in case I did. I don't think I did, but you never know. And of course, since I have the stat display on, we can see a lot more about what items do and don't do for me. Which, you know, kind of takes out some of the fun, as I've said before. But I'm used to it. I use it to my advantage. Especially with things like the experimental treatment, where the stat changes are always random and different. You can see immediately if you get a good one. So that's kind of, you know, it's useful to a fault. And that's my feeling. Also, I just noticed that I've started as Eden. Also, they added new Eden hairstyles, but I haven't gotten any of those yet because I haven't really played Eden since the booster pack. Been playing Apollyon, trying to do fancy breaking. But anyway, I actually spawned with a clean luck value, like a 0.00. Normally you spawn with like 0.26 or something, you know, some random number. And then everyone in chat's all like, why is your luck value not 0.00? I'm like, well, you see, Eden can spawn with any luck value between -1 and 1. They're like, oh, I see. And they're like, yes, me too. And then everybody is happy forever. I'm not going to find the top secret room. I don't need it for anything. So, let's see. Are we holy mantle per floor? Yes, we are. Alright, so now I just want to drop it just to see what it's called. Wooden cross. Alright. I understand. Let's see what you got. Normal stuff. And it's really useful when you don't have all that much damage. Like, this is better than base damage and way better than base fire rate. But I'm also a little far in the game for that. Candle is really nice to be able to have. Wow. Wow. This is a secret room. So every so often I'll do that and people will be like, how could you tell? So there are implied doors in the video game where certain rooms always want there to be a door in a certain position. And if there isn't, that just means it's most likely that there's a secret room there. So if a room, like, it's mostly rooms that have one or more entrances blocked off. They're meant to be put in a position where all of the spaces for doors are used. But not all of them are like that. So you just get a feel for which ones are and aren't implied doors, and then you start finding secret rooms first try without seeing any of the map. But the moral is, some rooms are meant to be placed in positions where certain doors or all of the doors available are filled. And if they aren't, then there's a good chance of a secret room. Oh my gosh, inconvenient timing. Also, when I'm facing left, my facial shape looks off. Like, it looks different. I don't know, it's weird. Different from when I'm facing right. And I don't know that I've ever noticed that on any other character or any other run before this one. So let me know if you also noticed that, because, like, yeah. But one nice thing about having taken, like, months off of this series is that now I can return to this and know most of the things about the game again. Instead of all the, you know, blind this and that, whatnottery. So, because this is a shop with fighting, and because there are 2 coins in it, I can tell it's a special shop. These are both lucky pennies. And it's just a rare thing. You don't have to unlock it or any of that. It just happens sometimes. Ah, okay. So, you may have noticed that with Steam Sale, now the prices weren't sale prices, they weren't red. That's because they made it so that items can go on sale while you have Steam Sale, which would make items 3 cents and stuff like hearts 1 cent. So that's a thing now. Pretty cool. I was confused about it. The patch, they added that as well. Jeez, you have so much range. Oh, that's sticky. All right. Yeah, I screwed myself there. Nice. That was good, at least. Okay, I haven't found the item room, but I would, since I'm running out of soul hearts, I want to do this first. Wow, I got sniped. Oh, don't do that. I can't dodge this. I'm the luckiest man. Wow, and I still didn't get the double room. I had 67% chance. So since everything's going terribly, I actually do kind of need that. I like how I dodged the sticky nickel that I couldn't have picked up anyway. Don't worry about it. Oh, whoops. Other side. Just, you know, me things. This is, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I'm gonna get away from this one. I got really bad spawns and I left myself in a really stupid position. So, I remember I did figure out that the stone fatties don't hurt me on my own without being told. So that was nice. Ah, you walked right into me. Alright, I'll take it. Mutant Spider is alright. You know, quad shot's cool. If only I could have both trinkets. Oh, so there are some new pills and some of them are pretty good. This is a good thing about Kidney Stone. When you have multi-shot, it's quite strong. Okay, that should kill. Because you get the full fire rate with the multi-shot. It's nifty. So anyway, let's go find some health, which hopefully this is accessible health. Nope. I'm not spending a bomb on that. But maybe I'll spend like 2 cents on a heart in here. Yeah, there's one. Perfect. No soul hearts, but that's not a big deal. Oh, so the glowing hourglass in there, they made it so that after like 5 uses, it turns into a regular hourglass. So that gets rid of convenient greed machine filling and stuff. And then it also gets rid of like the item being useful. So that's a thing. That is a fun change that they added. So then let's see. I mean, I guess I'll remember things as they show up. Okay, that'll do. It's just that the fire rate lasts so much less time. Sad. I need some real fire rate too. Good. I need to not lose my invincibility that quickly when I have no soul hearts. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say it'll walk into the fire anyway, it'll be fine. But please give me some fire rate. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I can get away from this if my tears aren't gonna hit it. So that's unfortunate. Oh, another thing now, portals die after they spawn 5 things at most. Honestly, useful. Gives me a fire rate the longer I continue firing in the same direction. Fire rate bonus, that is. And they fixed it so it now carries through rooms. The only problem is I have to let go of shoot once the kidney stone activates, which means that eventually I lose my fire rate bonus even though it continues through rooms now. So that sucks, but you know, that's one thing that I've kind of started to feel though, that kidney stone isn't worth taking in general. Because it seems like every time I take it, I either end up with super good fire rate, so it's just inconvenient. It stops me from doing massive DPS, or I get something else that it just makes worse. So I kind of stopped liking taking the kidney stone, which seems crazy because it's such a good effect, but it's just its good effect makes a lot of good effects bad, or, you know, not good. So it's weird. But, like, it's so consistent that I might actually start not taking it like I say I kind of feel. Because, like, I've been saying that for a while, where it's like, I kind of don't like this item anymore, because it kind of always makes my runs inconvenient. but I still take it, I'm screwed. I didn't have enough space to place a bomb. So that was cool, you know? No matter what, I was getting hit. Thanks, video game. Okay, throw a fire in there. Sometimes it doesn't play the animation before throwing it. I don't know what's up with that, but see if that's what it is. Because I noticed that earlier in the run, that one time I accidentally pressed base a second time, but then, like, canceling the thing. But once I pressed it again, it was instant. But maybe that only goes within the same room. It does it if I'm in the middle of the kidney stone, it seems, but that doesn't seem worth. I don't know, maybe it's an animation canceling thing. If I'm in the middle of another animation, it just throws instantly, and maybe it's something like that. I don't know. I haven't gotten this much use out of the candle in a really, really long time, because I just don't ever really end up needing to use the candle because my runs aren't generally weak enough where it's that worth it. Okay, so this is like really not good. Yeah, so I mean, there goes my devil room chance. You'll note after this room it will go up again to the proper 36. It's just that right when you get hit, it takes away all of it down to 1, even if it's not in the boss room. It's weird. So they only kind of have the devil room chances modeled separately. Okay, so that isn't an implied door because the enemies spawn on the doorway. I don't know why I bombed there, but that's the thing, that it's not. This is steps 1. I mean, I went to the shop and the item room. I don't really care. Even if this steps 2, I'd be done here. So this is a really hard boss to no-hit. That was a really easy dodge, but like a lot of the time this boss throws things at you that are very hard to dodge. Thank you. It's a speed up and a damage up. 1 damage. 0.4 speed. Sounds right. Because I think it was a 0.9 speed and 0.4 would put me at 1.3, and that's what I'm at. So I think that's right. Not too happy about this run, though. Like, it's going mediocre at best, Lee. I'm just gonna say, please don't take my mantle effect right away. I've grown an even stronger hatred for those enemies, by the way. The ghosts, they are the worst. They are, like, truly the worst. You get rooms with so many of them that it's nearly impossible to dodge with anything other than pure luck. Hey, so I know the shop isn't greed. That's good. And it's just like, it gets old. And you get it so much in the Cathedral now. It feels, at least. Really? This is what you got for me? I'm not gonna fight for that because that's not worth anything to me right now. Extra soul heart, beautiful. Okay, so that room that I just went through, this room, it likes having a door up top. This one, that's one of the rooms that likes to spawn next to secret rooms, in my experience. So it's a good implied door room. Like, commonly I will get that room where it's just got the left and right doors. So that's one of the ones that's good to pay attention for. So yeah, I think it's just kidney stone that allows me to throw the candle instantly. This is still never really worth it anymore. Good job. Because flight is so easy to come by, but at this point I still don't have it, and I have so few advantages that I Just kind of need to take whatever. Yeah, so if I'm still in the process of kidney stone activating, which, by the way, you can't stop shooting. Even if you let go of shoot, it'll keep shooting until it's done. If you're in that phase, it seems to shoot the candle instantly. Oh, thank you. Holy Light, chance to shoot a shot that when it hits an enemy. Why would I go that way? Summons a beam of light. It's an area of effect. With a decent size, that does 3 times your damage, so those shots are worth 4 times your damage, essentially. Extremely useful effect. So I don't think this room is an implied door, strange as that may seem, but it might be. I'll give you 6 cents. 6 cents is like the bare minimum of where it's likely to pay out. Because nowadays, unlike in the original, where it was like decently likely to get a payout from a beggar on your first, second, third play, etc., they only like to pay out near their max before paying out. It really sucks. It makes beggars a lot worse. So they have to pay out at 7, which means generally if you want a payout, you have to give them at least 6 cents. And it's really, really, really dumb. It makes them not so much a backup strat, which is especially funny because it's not like they're that good of a backup strat. They only give one of so few items. But it means that they're not a very good backup strat. Unless you actually have money, but like you've exhausted all your options, etc., this, that. And they still aren't helpful. But like when you have all the stuff you need to really play them, the stuff that they can give you is so mediocre that why would you even care? So they just kind of, by making beggars harder to pay off, made them a lot less useful. So it sucks. For the record, the Holy Light is affected by luck. By the way, this room's unfair because a lot of the time you'll spawn next to those yellow ones. And you can't possibly kill them fast enough for them to not hit you. So it's just dumb. I got lucky though. So that's always nice. Anyway, what was I saying? Was I still complaining about beggars? They made him bad. That's the moral of the story. I'm done. I wish they hadn't. But I feel like there might have been more. Something else I was saying. Regardless, train of thought's gone, so it doesn't matter. Did you see how angry that thing was? He's furious. I did lose my holy mantle at some point. I shouldn't have gone for that immediately. Like, that wasn't a good decision. Ah. Whoops. I like how I managed to get hit twice because I'm a professional. Oh, thank you for dying. Oh, I found the boss. This is probably the top secret room. This room does like to have a door here. That was a great bomb. Sure, you could have my 7 cents. Why not? That's actually a really solid pickup. Do I need the candle? I think I kind of do. However, mapping is pretty big. So this gives me the full map minus the top secret room, and it gives me either a card or a soul heart. So it's like fantastic. Alright, health up, 0.3 damage up. I guess I'll keep it. And then I'll void this, because it's there. Oh, thank you. So the black rune is essentially the void, but with more effects. So it consumes all the items and pickups in the room for every item, including for active items, unlike with the regular void. For every item, it gives you a random stat up, or stats up. And this one gave me fire rate and damage, which was awesome. But also for every pickup that you consume, it gives you a fly. Then it might have another effect. It does 40 damage to every enemy in the room. That might be it. There might be one other that I'm forgetting. But like generally you're not using it for the damage. You're using it to consume the items for damage and whatnot. Now this is a good item, or a good trinket, except I'm never going to get any use out of it with this build. Because I have an active item that I want to use as frequently as I can. That item gives you like an all stats up when you have your item fully charged. So in my case, that's never. There's also a dim bulb that isn't. It's the same thing, but not not lit up. That's the one that I would want this run, because as long as your item isn't fully charged, you get a similar all stats up. I hate you. Yep. I saw that thing was the thing after I'd already started moving, and then I didn't get the time to correct myself. I really didn't dodge that successfully. I hate myself sometimes. Well, it's okay, because apparently 67.5% is like, I'm not going to get that devil room anyway. So, how much can I mind? So this one I get to see the map now. I wasn't going the right way. Sure. Give me a magic mushroom. I may as well check. Every time. Wow, good dodge. Just in time. True professional. At the very least, Holy Light is huge. It's so good. See that? It just cleared out all of them in the middle. So the thing they did with Afterbirth Plus was they brought back a lot of rooms from the original game. Especially Cathedral rooms. Because the Cathedral has a smaller room pool than the other... Wow. Than the other floors. So you can tell a lot more. Okay. But a lot of the rooms that they didn't bring back from the Cathedral before Afterbirth Plus sucked. So it's like, great, you brought back all these rooms that I hated and didn't miss. Or that were just tedious, even if they weren't that hard. Like, a lot of the ones with the angelic babies aren't that hard. They're just tedious. So you get back a lot of them. But you also get back the ones that have the 4... pokies? No, that's not what they are. Slides. The 4 slides in the middle. And those rooms are, like, miserable. They're just as annoying now, if not more. They're probably just as annoying. They were pretty bad in the original. So, like... Good. It's the worst that could happen. See, look at that. Now, if I were, like, really, really, really careful, I would have just gotten that Cricket's head and I would have stopped picking up the other 2. It turned out that it was fine to pick up the other 2, but it's one of those just-in-case things where it's not really worth it, but I'm only doing it because whatever. So this will pay you with an item now, but it still damages you. Initially, when those chests spawned in the chest, they didn't give you an item. So anyway, I picked up Conehead. That gives me a soul heart, and is a chance of like canceling out any damage that I receive, not just tier damage like the Mask of Infamy. Something like that. So it's a relatively useful item. And of course it also overlays itself on top of my hair and looks absolutely ridiculous as Eden. So there's that. That's always fun. Yeah, my damage is great now. This is not a problem. But look at this. I can get to 11 fire rate delay. I can get to 8 tier delay with quad shot, thanks to Epiphora. But inevitably I lose it, even if I don't want to, because of the thing. What is this thing called? Why am I dumb? It's kidney stone. I feel like the more items that I have to keep track of, the more I'm forgetting them, even in the same run where I've been saying them constantly. That bounced off of my tiers, and that is incredibly lucky. Okay, so I don't need the sun. Or the sun. So the Empress it is. Speed up and damage up for the room. Well, Hort Babylon for the room, so you know. Speed and damage. And of course, Blue Baby, no problem. I did kill Delirium on a character, I believe, so I should be able to get the Void Portals after any of the bosses starting at Mom, with a low likelihood. Let me just check that. Yeah, I killed Delirium as Isaac, so it is possible, and I'll do it, you know, here and there. I'm probably not going to go to Delirium through Hush. I might fight Hush here and there, but I won't go to Delirium through there because I can go through the chest with a supposedly 15% chance. So anyway, that's going to do it for today. This is hopefully going to be consistent. You know, you'll see this again on Friday because I'm recording another one right after this. So at least this week, you know, you've got 2. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you understand all the update things that I said at the start. But hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.